Welcome to WWF Smackdown. I'm Jim Ross alongside Paul Heyman. And we are still trying to digest what we witnessed on Monday night at Raw is War. The masked man was unveiled, and it was DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, who not only interfered in Triple H's title shot again, this time attacked the owner of the World Wrestling Federation, Vince McMahon.
On the order of Shane McMahon, Eric Bischoff pulled the trigger, and former WCW champion DDP sent shockwaves through the WWF, and the landscape here has been changed overnight. JR.
And well, talking of Shane McMahon, it seems like we are about to be blessed with his presence. And it seems he hasn't came alone. Not only alongside him is his advisor, Eric Bischoff, but also the man we just mentioned, DDP.
And look at that, JR. Do you see what they are wearing?
Yes, I see it, Paul.
Adorned in WCW logos, the company that nearly put Vince McMahon out of business and now has been snatched out of Vince's grasp from his very own son, Shane McMahon. This must have Mr. McMahon fuming.
Well, Dad, it seems you're not as all-powerful as you thought you were. Yet again, I managed to stop your little plot from being fulfilled, and how apt it was, WCW guys who thwarted your plan. Yet again, it was your arrogance that cost you, thinking you were untouchable, but you didn't count on the unyielding dedication of a few heroes to stop your monopoly of the wrestling world, and quite frankly, your attempts at playing the puppet master with everyone else your pawns for you to control as you please.
Vince, if there is one thing I know, probably better than anyone else, well, that's how to go head-to-head with you. Whether it's in the boardroom or the locker room, you can't outsmart me. If it wasn't for some bad decisions by the non-wrestling brass upstairs in WCW, I would have ground you out and put you out of business for good. So when Shane asked me to help him bring back WCW with a bang, well, I knew exactly where to start. Who better to bring the bang than Diamond Dallas Page?
Hey, it's me, it's DDP. You know, a long time before anyone was able to feel the bang, it's no secret I had dreams to break into this business. But those dreams nearly didn't come true, thanks to a certain Vince McMahon. Not only did you stop me from being a damn good commentator, instead, you kept me off screen and even had me drive the talent to the ring in a Cadillac, just before you then telling me that you are letting me go. Thankfully, WCW and the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, didn't feel the same way. They gave me a fair shot, a chance, and not only did I break onto the scene, I ended up wrestling against some of the greats in this business. Oh, and did I mention becoming WCW World Heavyweight Champion? So when I got the call from Eric asking me for help, well, there was just no way I could turn that down. You see, I'm loyal to the company that gave me a chance. I will never turn my back on WCW. And if that meant crashing a steel chair over Vince and Triple H's head, well then so be it. And to be honest, Vince, I loved every second of it.
It seems Mr. McMahon has heard enough from these three.
Well, he's never shy of a few words. We know that.
First of all, the three of you are lucky I don't have every single member of the locker room come down to this ring and kick all three of your asses. Shane, I am getting real sick and tired of you showing up and sticking your nose in my business. And Eric, you're like a bad pimple that just keeps coming back every time you pop it. And to see you standing in my ring, quite frankly, makes me sick to my stomach. And as for you, DDP, you can talk about your hopes and aspirations all you like. The fact is you just wasn't good enough to make it here in the WWF. I am glad for you, Dallas, that you managed to go south and have success and capture the WCW championship. But I am hastened to add, perhaps the quality of competition wasn't quite as strong as here in the World Wrestling Federation.
That's so disrespectful to DDP and WCW.
In fact, I believe that you wouldn't last 5 minutes in the ring against a WWF superstar. So how about next week on Raw is War, I set a challenge to you, DDP. How about you go one-on-one against a hand-picked opponent by yours truly, and when you lose, you will never show your face around here again.
Hey, if Dallas is willing, myself, and I'm sure everyone in attendance would love to see him compete on Raw, what do you say, DDP?
I accept your challenge for Raw is War, and whoever you pick, Vince, it doesn't matter, they will feel the bang, courtesy of a diamond cutter, and yet again, WCW will beat the WWF on a Monday night.
Well, what a blockbuster that will be on Raw. DDP in action in a WWF ring against a hand-picked superstar by Mr. McMahon. Time for some in-ring action now on Smackdown. as making her way down the aisle, it's Molly Holly. And what a chance her tonight, as the winner of this match is the new #1 contender for the women's title and a shot at the champion China at Insurrection. But standing in her way, part of Team Extreme, it's Lita. We have seen Lita numerous times, but her body on the line with high-flying, high-risk maneuvers, which make her a dangerous opponent for Molly here tonight.
Molly Holly has to keep her grounded, use her technical advantage to wear down Lita and out-wrestle her on the canvas.
However, that's easier said than done, Paul. Many have tried and failed, as Lita possesses that grit and determination which is so hard to overcome. There's the bell to start. And Molly catches Lita off guard early on with a great roll-up into a pin. But just a 1 count. Molly into the ropes.
Wow, what a front drop kick.
They lock up. And a side slam from Lita.
Molly crashes into the turnbuckle.
Stiff forearm shot by Lita. And now driving the boot into the chest of Molly Holly. Molly uses the ropes to get back to a vertical base. And now Lita driving the forearm into the spine of Molly Holly.
Lita looking for a submission with the chin lock. Can she get Molly to tap out here, JR?
The compression of the spine here for Molly Holly not in a good position. Great rollout reversal from Molly. And now a snapmare takedown and over the top of Lita.
Lita sent over the top rope but manages to hold on. But what a smart, devastating move by Molly.
Lita sent back into the ring now, and Molly follows. Molly going up to the top rope shades of Lita. Going for the crossbody, but nobody was home. Molly driven face first into the canvas. And now Lita perched on the second rope, waiting for Molly to get back up. And connects with a double axe handle. Lita in control now. And hits a twist of fate to Molly.
Doesn't look good for Molly, JR. Lita up to the top rope.
Lita flies through the air and hits the moonsault from the top rope.
1, 2, 3. Lita gets the big-time victory here on SmackDown.
And that means Lita will challenge women's champion China at Insurrection over in London, England. And what a dream matchup that will be.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. Well, look at this, JR. It's China.
Well, China out here to remind Lita she has a date with the 9th wonder of the world. And we know there is great respect between these two competitors. But the title on the line could make this matchup explosive. The action continues here on SmackDown, so don't go anywhere, folks, as this one is going to be a fast-paced, action-packed encounter.
Here comes the Japanese buzzsaw from Japan, weighing 206 pounds. It's Tajiri.
And what a big match tonight for Tajiri. If he wins this match, he gets a shot at Eddie Guerrero at Insurrection for the European Championship.
But the same can be said for this man, X-Pac representing X Factor. He could win tonight and claim the shot at Eddie Guerrero and European Championship, a title he has already held numerous times here in the World Wrestling Federation. The bell rings and this match is underway.
X-Pac locks up from behind, looking for the backdrop, but what a great reversal from Tajiri, who unloads with lightning fast strikes and textbook German suplex. Tajiri shoots into the ropes and takes down X-Pac with a drop kick to the knee. Tajiri now looking to deliver a suplex.
But X-Pac manages to escape to behind and takes out the knee of Tajiri. Such a smart move.
And what a beautiful standing drop kick from X-Pac. X-Pac with a stiff kick to the head. And follows up with the exploder suplex. X-Pac into the ropes. Tajiri drops down underneath. Tajiri with the impressive tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. The spinning heel kick takes X-Pac off his feet and has him shaken up as he rolls to the outside of the ring.
Tajiri follows to the outside. And what a standing kick to the jaw of X-Pac, who will be counting his teeth after that one.
And now both men back into the ring. Great striking combo from Tajiri. And now a standing moonsault. Great athleticism from the Japanese buzzsaw. Overhead strike. And what a kick flooring X-Pac. Continuing with the strikes, but X-Pac ducks.
Wow.
What a counter with the roundhouse kick. Super kick connects from X-Pac, as X-Pac taunting now as Tajiri slowly gets back to his feet. Oh, and a second super kick again floors Tajiri. Tajiri whipped across the ring into the turnbuckle. And those educated feet from X-Pac floor Tajiri.
X-Pac is starting to feel it, JR. And Tajiri is about to take a ride, courtesy of the Bronco Buster.
X-Pac taking a little too much time taunting to the fans on the ropes and is caught by Tajiri. Huge pile driver to X-Pac. Stunning springboard back elbow from Tajiri. X-Pac whipped into the corner as perhaps Tajiri looking to finish off X-Pac. Chop to the chest drops X-Pac. But X-Pac now with the quick counter.
And from nowhere, X-Pac hits the X-Factor.
Straight into the cover. Can X-Pac put Tajiri away for the win?
Yes, he does. Great victory here on Smackdown for X-Pac, who now will face Eddie Guerrero at Insurrection for the European Championship.
What a great match this was on Smackdown. Back and forth action. Tajiri gave it a great shot and looked impressive. But in the end, X-Pac was able to hit the X-Factor and grab the win. And what a match that will be with Eddie Guerrero. Well, that's all for Smackdown, folks, but please join us for the next episode of Raw is War. Hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss it. What a show it is going to be. We have RVD in action against Jeff Hardy. Remember, RVD interfered, costing the Hardy Boys a title match, so Jeff will be looking for revenge in this one. And what a huge main event. Mr. McMahon will hand-pick an opponent to take on former WCW World Heavyweight Champion Diamond Dallas Page, and this one could get explosive with what has been occurring here over the last few weeks between Vince, his son Shane, Triple H, and DDP. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you again soon. Take care.